Welcome to this edition of the Western Canada Officiating Development Partnership. Being an on-ice hockey official takes a lot of time, passion, and commitment. It can be hard to juggle all the things in our lives, from family to work. Maybe you're a student, maybe you're a working student. It can be hard to prioritize and find the time needed for all the things that are important in our lives. We always say you have to prioritize your life. It must be family first, then your career, or maybe your studies if you're a student. After that, to be successful, hockey officiating must be a priority. Work-life balance is so important to your success in all aspects of your life. This episode, we're going to first talk about that balance. Troy Semenchuk is a school teacher, a parent, a longtime WHL official, and a CFL official who has worked in the Grey Cup. Troy is a person who really understands the work-life balance. He's going to share his thoughts on how he handles being a multi-sport official, a family man, and a working professional.
Most people think officials in any sport at a high level are full-time. That's their full-time job, and they're often shocked when they find out that we, whether it's WHL or CFL, have day jobs. So that's always interesting. I'm a phys ed teacher, high school phys ed teacher. The phys ed part of things really helped me because in my phys ed classes, anytime two students are arguing over a situation, I'll go over and I'll be like, do you want to use your first one? And they'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'll say, do you want to use your first challenge? And they're like, yeah, I want to challenge this. And I'll look up and I'll be like, yeah, it looks like, camera 4 would have a good look at this. And then I go in the office and of course make it look like I'm looking at a replay, and I'll come out and just pretend I'm clicking a mic on and give the announcement. So, it's funny, something so small has really helped me, when I really needed it. I never really thought I'd get into officiating football. I played a lot of football. I played high school football, then 5 years post-secondary with the Hilltops. And then right from there, I started coaching high school football. And it wasn't until I transferred to an elementary school that I sort of got goaded into picking up a whistle with the local association. And, hockey, I've always been involved. I played minor hockey as a kid. I reffed minor hockey in elementary and high school to make some extra money. So, yeah, these sports are big in our province, and it's an exciting place to be during those seasons. I've been so fortunate that I've been, able to do both. They do seem to overlap, but mesh very well, and they have so many crossover skills. I actually like that overlap. It forces me to prepare. It forces me to get in the rule book, especially with hockey in the fall. And it helps me too, because I find that usually I come into the hockey season in pretty good shape. So I'm not really behind in that respect, because I've been going since, our season's been going since May. So it helps that way too.
Troy is such a great example of being a professional in all aspects of his life. Some really good lessons we can all use to help us balance our lives. The other topic we're going to touch on is life skills you learn as an official. I wish all young men and women would consider officiating for a few years. Commitment, decision-making, communication, dealing with tough situations, being a good teammate are just a few life skills you learn while officiating. And a lot of time you don't even realize you're learning these skills. I know for myself, I use many of these skills in my daily life, and I continue to improve on these areas even as I get older. I feel these skills have helped not only in my professional life, but in my everyday life with my family. Let's get some thoughts from some officials in the life skills that they've developed through the officiating and how they use them both on and off the ice.
The benefits of officiating from a life skill standpoint have been significant in my life. I've had some success at the amateur level, all the way up to a world championship. I relayed those skills into the business world, and they all tie together. It's about being prepared. It's about, number one, being a professional. But how do you become a professional? You're prepared, you know your job, you know what you need to get done, you do the right thing, and you communicate properly with people. You're very professional and respectful. It's one of the biggest things is respect. and you earn respect, and then once you have it, you keep it by being a professional and always being honest.
I think there's a lot of similarities that you can take from the rink or on the ice into everyday life and your work life. For me, I'm grateful that I get to do a job where I get to meet a lot of people, I get to help a lot of people, with communication being the big thing. You got to be patient, you got to be understanding, see their view, where they're coming from, and that's no different when you're officiating. If you're able to communicate, but remain confident in what you're about to do or have done, I think that respect is gradually earned, and there, in turn, you're going to be set up for success that much more, just if you can keep that level head, be able to communicate, and just have the respect for everyone that they deserve.
My day job, I work in the construction industry, and the construction industry is huge on relationships. So I meet people daily. It's incredibly the amount of people and connections I've made, and just having those communication skills to kind of develop my network and communicate with people effectively, and be a young guy coming into an industry and kind of already having that base level of communication, I felt is great. And it's funny, just where I come from and Canada as a whole, people enjoy hockey, so officiating has just become a huge talking point with kind of anyone I meet. And yeah, it's been good in that sense.
For me, like working at a sporting goods store or whatever, you're constantly a people person. So, you know, when I'm lining out there, I'm a people person, right? Like, you don't talk to him as a player, you talk to him as a human being, kind of like the way you want to be treated as well. So, you know, obviously that's a key to officiating off the ice. Other than that, it's just more so being a good person. I think if you treat people with respect, you get respect back. So a huge aspect of officiating on and off the ice is the respect aspect of it. So I think being a good person off the ice definitely puts you in a good spot on the ice as well. So,
yeah, I would say the biggest thing is communication. Being able to communicate effectively with others to a point where it almost becomes seamless to you. I'd say that's really important. And with officiating comes responsibility. You're tasked with being able to manage an entire game and ensuring the safety of the players and everyone on the ice. So I would say that communication comes with that as well.
Oh man, I've developed a lot of things through officiating. You know, from the importance of fitness, the importance of planning and being prepared, time management, conflict resolution. You know, separating impact from non-impact fouls. I've learned to be a leader, but also to be a good support person for my fellow officials, whether it's on the crew, on the ice, or on the field. Man, I've learned to navigate various rinks and airports and stadiums and small places and big places, and learned to balance that with 2 young kids at home. So yeah, I've been very fortunate. I've learned so many things. The games have given me, I think, so much more than I've been able to give them back. So I'm super lucky.
It is so good to see how these skills have helped these officials in their lives. I can tell you on several occasions I've heard from officials that were hired for career jobs, and one of the comments made to them was that officiating on their resume helped them get their job. Officiating in any sport provides us so much joy and also helps us develop skills that makes us successful in all aspects of our lives. Be sure to consider how you manage your work-life balance and continue to put your best foot forward in officiating and in your life. We wish you great games, safe travel, and a lot of fun in and around the arenas. We'll see you in the next episode.